Six tip of the week. Good evening. I am Horundi, and if you're watching this, you're wondering what is going on here. You're wondering what the motorcycle Kama Sutra involves. So as you all know, when you are riding a motorcycle, it is fantastic to not only be riding around with a sense of freedom, but also being somebody that attracts a lot of attention, because people want to be you. They look at you and they say, oh, look at this person there, look at Horundi, he looks very sexy today on his motorcycle. Don't pull out! No! Don't pull out! Is what I say to people, because they're very dangerous drivers. You've got to be very firm when you're on a motorcycle. But alright, so now back to being a sexy man or lady, or intermediate sex, or intimate sex, I believe it is called, where you do not gender identify. But you can also be sexy on a motorcycle too if you have no gender. That is fine. You see, motorcycles themselves are very sexy, and you might look at a motorcycle and go, oh, it is very attractive. I wonder if that motorcycle is a boy or a girl. See, you don't know, because it's also gender inter I do not know what I'm saying. So you look at the motorcycle and go, oh, it is very nice. Look at the nice shiny bits on it, and look, you can push the button and it high beams. It's very nice. And you might go, well, the exhaust is very nice, you know, and you might want to stick your finger in the exhaust, but you will get burnt, so don't do that. You'll end up getting a hole in your glove like I've got in mine, you know. It's not a very good idea. Back to the sexy motorcycle. The motorcycle itself is very sexy, and you'll find that people will often look at you, especially when you are sitting at a traffic light. They will be looking and looking, and they don't know what else to look at, so they see something that's very attractive, and they look at this person and go, oh, this is very attractive, I would like to look at this person for a long time. And they get distracted with you, and that's why they sit there staring. And people look at you and they want to, you know, perhaps they want to take you home and introduce you to their mothers and fathers, and wonder how much your dowry would be if they were to, you know, get an arranged marriage with you. So you've got to always look your best when you are on a motorcycle. That is why if you're wearing t-shirts and flip-flop thongs, shorts, or perhaps you have just got a nice summer dress on or a sahari, but if you fall off a motorcycle, you won't look very sexy if you're not wearing your gear, and then you won't want to ride another motorcycle. You'll be catching the bus. Like this vehicle here is a bus, because this red line is a bus lane only for buses. So this is one of the new compact buses. But anyway, you must always make sure you are sexy on a motorcycle. So some of the sexy things you can do on a motorcycle, especially, you know, when you're sitting like this at the lights, you can get your leg and you can put it up like this on the tank, and you can have a very provocative pose that people will look at and go, oh my goodness, look at Horundi, he is very attractive and he's doing a sexy pose. And that is only one pose you can do. You can also put your leg up here on this side and do another sexy pose. But you have to make sure you're paying attention, because you don't want to be too sexy, you know, because you will attract too much attention. And somebody might get very, very excited at you and be watching you and watching, and then next minute they have an accident in their car, and then somebody gets in trouble and somebody is hurt and goes to the hospital. And hopefully it is not you or anyone that you know, but somebody may go to hospital. So you don't want to look too sexy. Another thing you can do is you can put your hand like this on the mirror. It makes you look like you've got lots of control of your motorcycle, but you cannot ride like that. It's only for quick time when you put it on and you take it off. That way you can keep going forward with the rest of the traffic. Another way that you can look very sexy on a motorcycle, and you have to do this when you are stopped, is you can be trying to stretch, because you may have been on the motorcycle all day. Or you may have just got on it just to go to the gymnasium, or perhaps to the park, or perhaps to the local temple. What you have to do is you start to do some stretches. And I'll show you these stretches here because they become very handy when you're on a motorcycle, but also look very, very sexy indeed. Hopefully up here the light will be red. Oh, it's gone green, but I'll just show you. You can put your foot down like this and you stretch like this. This is good for warming up your foot for doing breaks. But you do this and people go, oh, look at that sexy person. They've been riding for a long time, that their leg is a little bit sore, but they've got good stamina because then they change their position and put their leg out and do some stretches and they're good to go again. So that looks very sexy to a lot of people. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can use two shoes at the same time. I'll show you one more sexy pose. Whoa, that break is not sexy, no. Okay, this one you put it in N, so that way it not go forward. That is what N is for. So now what you do is you stand up like this on your feet and then you just lean back and then you make a cracking noise with your neck. Rotate your neck left and right. Look like this. Look like this. And everybody goes, oh, look at that person. They're doing something interesting and they look very hot. Very hot indeed. Okay, so I know things are getting a little bit hot and steamy now. So now it's time to cool off a little bit. So, we've showed you different things that you can do on your motorcycle as part of the Motorcycle Kama Sutra to make yourself look very sexy, very attractive, and make it more enjoyable for you to be riding for a long time. Because it's not always about getting to your destination as quick as possible. Sometimes you only need to go 5 minutes down the road. So instead of only taking 5 minutes, you might go the wrong way sometimes and it take you a little bit longer because it's all about the journey, you know, not always the destination. And just remember that you don't always have to be the first person somewhere. You can always come a little bit later. Okay, so hopefully you've enjoyed this video and you have got a lot of sexy moves out of it, and I hope that your future is full of sexiness. So I'll leave it now and I'll be on my way once this traffic lets me through. Go. It's not hard. Maybe you need to do some sexy moves with your ankle. Oh no, you're very naughty. You just changed into that lane. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're very naughty indeed. I am having a lot of fun now, but I have to go. I've got to go now. It's too much fun for me. It's too much fun for me. Okay, everybody, keep safe on the roads. Have lots of fun. Enjoy your time. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye, namaste, and thank you. See this lady over there? She's watching me now. I am stretching my leg. See? She's watching me. Oh, she stopped watching me. She could not stand it anymore.